To continue the chemical properties of the alkaline earth metals of the S block elements compounds, the complex formation of the smallest atoms of the alkaline earth metals, that is the beryllium atom, is again a characteristic property of all the alkaline earth metal second group elements. They form complexes. Specifically, beryllium forms many complexes with mono, di and tetradentate ligands because of the extremely small size of the beryllium. Beryllium trifluoride, beryllium tetrafluoride and other oxalates. Then reactions of alkaline earth metals with liquid ammonia also is characteristic of this alkaline earth metal because of the formation of the ammoniated solution, ammonia, solvated cations and the electrons by the alkaline earth metals. Solution is electrically conductive, reductive and it is a paramagnetic. That is the point to remember. The solvated electrons absorb in the visible region and the solution turns blue in color. The concentrated solution is bronze in color. On long standing, it decomposes into amide, ammonia and the hydrogen. So it forms different type of color solution in the concentrated state and in the solvated dilute states that can be identified with their colors. Now reaction of alkaline earth metals with liquid ammonia is comparable to alkali metals also, because just like alkali metals, alkaline earth metals also form ammonia solvated cations and electrons, and due to this specific cation and electron formation they become electrically conductive in the solution state and reductive and have the electron, unpaired electron, that gives it a paramagnetic characteristic. The solvated electrons absorb in the visible region and the solution turns blue in color. That is why they show the blue color of the solution. The concentrated solution in bronze in color on long standing, it again decomposes just like as in the alkali metals. Now the anomalous behavior of beryllium, we have seen the various reactions due to its extremely smaller size in the group from beryllium to magnesium, calcium, strontium down to the group we go. We see that beryllium shows the anomalous behavior. It has more covalent nature due to its very small size, highest ionization energy, high electropositive nature and strongest polarizing nature. Because of these, beryllium differs from the other alkaline earth metallic properties. So there is comparison between the group also from the top elements, while the larger sized ions at the bottom. It is the hardest metal among alkaline earth metals. It does not react with water even at red hot conditions. Now melting point and boiling point of beryllium is also comparable to other elements of the group. It is maximum and it does not react directly with hydrogen to form hydride. Unlike other alkaline earth metals, it does not liberate hydrogen from acid because of higher electrode potential. Concentrate nitric acid form a coating of oxides which makes it passive, and beryllium oxide and hydroxides are amphoteric, that is they dissolve in acids to form salts and also they dissolve in bases to form perylate, and that is what this property gives the amphoteric character. Beryllium forms carbides of a different formula. Again, this is a very anomalous behavior of this beryllium because of the topmost element being very small size and yields methane and not acetylene like other metals on the reaction with water. Here it is comparable to all the other elements of the group. Beryllium nitride is volatile. It does not react with atmospheric nitrogen and oxygen. Now we see the diagonal relationship of beryllium with aluminium, which here beryllium shows much of the resemblance in its properties with the element of the third group, that is aluminium, which is diagonally situated in the position of the third group. Beryllium of group 2 resembles more with aluminium of group 3. Both occur together in the mineral that is called beryl in the form of 3BeO, Al2O3, 6SiO2. Both of them do not react with atmospheric oxygen and nitrogen. This is the resemblance of the general property of reacting with air, with water. They both do not react with water even at high temperatures, and that is why we see that aluminium is widely used for the domestic purposes, for industrial purposes and all other purposes. So these are the important property of not reacting with water and atmospheric oxygen. They do not liberate hydrogen from acid. On treatment with concentrated nitric acid, they become passive. Both form polyvalent bridged hydrides of covalent nature. So this is again the beryllium, which is specific in the second group, alkaline earth metals, because it forms the hydrides which are bridged. We have seen the reaction in which it forms polyvalent bridged hydrides. Because of the smallest size, it forms covalent nature, and due to its covalent nature, it can form hydrides easily, while other elements of the same group do not form such hydrides. Halides of both are polyvalent, bridged and of low melting points. Then halides are Lewis acids. Water hydrolyzes both nitrides and liberate ammonia. Oxides and hydroxides of beryllium and aluminium are amphoteric, so they react with acid as well as base. Both form carbides that on hydrolysis yield methane. Carbonates of beryllium and aluminium are unstable likewise. Compounds of alkaline earth metals which are useful are calcium carbonate, which occurs naturally in many forms as marble, limestone, chalk, coral calcite, etc. These are the highly used calcium carbonate compounds. The pure form is made by first dissolving the mineral in hydrochloric acid, then removing hydroxide from forming impurities like iron, aluminium by the addition of ammonia, and finally precipitating the calcium carbonate by the addition of ammonium carbonate. Limestone on heating decomposes to evolve carbon dioxide and form quicklime. Then here the reaction shows formation of quicklime CaO from calcium carbonate. Calcium oxide, which is quicklime, reacts exothermally with water to form calcium hydroxide. That is, it liberates heat while reaction with water and forming the calcium hydroxide. Another useful compound of the alkaline earth metal elements are plaster of Paris, that is actually calcium hemihydrate chemically, and it has half molecule of water as a water of crystallization. Naturally available gypsum is calcium sulfate dihydrate. It exists in the crystal structure, an aqueous solution of soluble calcium salts like nitrates or chlorides on treatment with dilute sulfuric acid precipitates out hydrous calcium sulfate. On heating in a carbon-free environment, otherwise calcium sulfate is reduced to calcium sulfide depending on the temperature. Monoclinic gypsum undergoes various transformations. It hardens first into another orthorhombic allotropic form, which also make plaster of Paris a useful compound. Then some of the water of hydration at 120 degree is last to yield calcium sulfate hemihydrate, that is plaster of Paris. On heating to 200 degree centigrade, the loss of remaining water turns it into anhydrous form, which is called the dead burnt plaster. At 400 degree centigrade, calcium sulfate decomposes into calcium oxide and evolves sulfur dioxide and oxygen. So these are the main important properties of calcium hemihydrate, with about 1/3 of water set to very hard mass, and due to which it is used in the molding purposes. And salts like sodium chloride accelerates the hydration to reduce the setting time, and alum reduces the hydration to increase the setting time of hardening. So both can be done. Its molding time and setting time can be reduced as well as can be increased, and it is used much in the decorating surfaces, making false ceilings, etc., and dentistry also. It is very useful. So these were the useful compounds of alkaline earth metals and other chemical properties.